All right. September 14th, you're live. Happy Saturday, guys. We are going to just dive right in and keep it short and sweet. And because I know we all have crazy, crazy weekends going on. I wanted to just kind of talk about like the next quarter. And I never want to like get ahead of ourselves and like talk about next month without finishing this month and finishing this month strong. But I think what's important is you have a plan, an ongoing plan. And that's kind of why we do a monthly calendar. And that's kind of why we do, like, we try to stay on top of like what our next month task is going to be. I'm just here. So what I like to do on Sundays is I like to sit down and I like to plan out my week. And I like to like write out like what I'm going to post about and like what my, so I just kind of go through my week, and this is just a weekly planner that I got at TJ Maxx. But I like to sit down and be like, okay, what am I doing this next week? How am I going to drum up business this week? What are things that I want to talk about? And what we haven't really done as a team in a long time is like kind of sync our posts and kind of do similar like attraction type stuff. And I'm never going to tell you what to do and how to run your business, but I'm going to give you suggestions. So this is what typically works for me. You guys know, I'm not trying to like brag or boast over here, but like I've been in Success Club for 40 some months, I think, in a row. Taylor's like, but I just don't, knock on wood, I just don't miss a month. Like that's one thing that I told myself months ago, years ago. And I think it was December 2015, because it was like my first full year in the business. And like I had a couple rough months, and December was like, I was in nursing school full time. I had 3 kids. They were small. Life was crazy. Luke was traveling. And I was like that first full year, I think I made like $3,500 that year, which was great. That was a great addition to our family's income. But my husband was like, you're in nursing school. You're spending so much time doing this. Shit or get off the pot. Like, what are you doing? And I was like struggling, like what, I can't find people this month. I feel like I'm reaching out to everyone. I feel like nobody's responding. Something needs to change. So I remember going into that month, and it was like the last week of December. And I'm like, I have a really amazing opportunity in my hands here. January is huge. Everyone's going to join a gym January 1st. And then they're going to quit going to the gym January 24th. And then all those people that invested all this money in going to the gym, hiring a trainer for a week, then life gets busy and all the things happen, they're going to quit. And I don't want to see those people quit. I want to see those people succeed. So I'm going to just balls to the wall, put myself out there and see who wants to join me. And I'm going to have the conversations that are difficult, that I struggle to have because I have a fear of rejection. And I'm going to talk to the people, and I'm going to see who wants to do this with me. And then I'm going to just not stop. I'm just going to keep going and treat every month like January 1st is the next month, and that everybody needs to do something and they have a plan, and I'm not going to let them fall off. And I'm going to keep this momentum rolling for everyone. So it was like December 29th, and I was like at SC0. And then I got to SC2 because I had one person join me. And then December 31st, I remember going, oh my gosh, we have neighbors coming over. Tonight we're having a New Year's Eve party. We're going to be drinking, and I'm not going to be sitting at my kitchen table working, trying to hit Success Club at midnight. Like, I'm going to be drinking champagne and eating food and like celebrating with my neighbors. I am not going to let this business get in the way of me living my life, because this business is going to allow me to live my life with more freedom. So I need to take that approach. So I had the conversations, I voice messaged people back, and I said, listen, like, you told me you want to do this. I'm not going to let you fail. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to send you enrollment. You're going to get signed up. I'm going to send you a special gift in the mail because you're signing up today and it's the end of the year. This is the last day to get that promo. So let's do this. And I had 2 people commit on that December 31st, like at 4 in the afternoon, and I hit my SC6 goal. And I had several more people sign up that first week of January, and I hit SC6 like early in the month before we started our group, like January 7th or whatever day it was that was a Monday. And I just remember going, okay, like I can make this happen. I just have to believe in myself. I have to be a little bit more confident. And I have to say, like, I'm not gonna not let this happen. Like for me, there's no plan B. Yeah, nursing, going back to school full time or going back to nursing full time was like plan A. And I was like, I don't think I want to do that. Like, I think I want to do this. I think I want to stay home with my kids. I think, you know, my husband travels. I think I want to do this. So I have to make it work. So that next year I did. I more than doubled my income that next year. And I graduated in June 2016 with my nursing degree. And at that point I was making income that was significant. And my husband was like, I think you should take the summer off and figure out what you want to do when you want to go back to, you know, if you want to go back to work. And I started to see my income increase, and I started making, you know, $2,000 a month. And that was enough for me to sustain staying home with my kids. And so we put our house on the market. We ended up moving, and I was like, I'm not going back to work, bottom line. And I have just not stopped since. So several of you guys know that story, and anyone listening to the recording. But I wanted to share that because I had to draw a line in the sand, and I had to say, I'm going to treat every month like it's the only month that I have to get people to join me. And like, if they don't do it this month, like I'm not going to wait until next month. And there's been several times where I've been at like, you know, SC 22 on the 21st of the month. And I've been like, well, technically I don't really need to sign anybody else up this month. So I really don't need to work anymore. But having that mindset and saying, I'll wait until next month means I'm taking my foot off the gas, which means I'm not allowing that momentum to continue through my business. So I work every day, no matter what SC number I'm at. I work my business every day, and I aim to have conversations with people every day. And I treat every day like it's the last day of the month. And I have to find somebody to sign up that day, because that's what I do. That's my job. My job is to help people lose weight, get results, build muscle, find confidence, all the things that we do as coaches. So I was thinking about this week, like, okay, you know, it's the fall, it's hard to get people to commit. Like, there's all these excuses that people are giving us. I'm busy. I have all these practices. I have all this stuff going on with my family, and we're, you know, back to school, it's chaos. And people have allowed themselves to, like, those goals they had on January 1st have gone far, far away. They've maybe fallen back into bad habits. Summer happened, and we all know it. Summer happens, and we go to the barbecues and we drink the beers and we do all the things. And like, we just kind of put ourselves on the back burner, and we're taking trips and we're doing family things, and then back to school starts. And if you work full time and back to school is going on, it's really challenging to try to juggle and balance everything. But those conversations with people are key right now, because going into a new year like worse off than where you were at the beginning of the year is like a huge punch in the gut, where you're like, January 1st, you're like, I'm going to do this, this, and this year, and it's going to be really great. And then like October happens, and you're like, oh my gosh, what have I even accomplished this year? I feel like I've gone backwards. Like, hi Kelly. How have I managed to like have more setbacks this year than like steps forward? So one thing that, you know, if you follow Rachel Hollis, if you're in Rachel Hollis's Made for More Facebook group, they do last 90 days. And she did it last year. I think it was the second year that they did it last year. And I latched onto that last year. And I was like, you know what? There is no reason why we can't finish this year strong as people. Like, there's no, as a team, as a coach, as somebody who has health and fitness goals, there's no reason why like we can't commit to finishing the last bit of this year strong and finishing the year better off than where we started. maybe not physically, maybe not financially, but mindset wise, like there's no reason why I can't do this. So last year, September, I was like, okay, I have 3 months coming up where I can run a badass group and like find people that want to finish this year strong together. So I set out in September of last year to do that. So real quick, some things I wanted to share with you guys about finishing this year strong. And we can talk about the business side of things too. But as far as finding challengers for this next month, like pretend like September is December. Pretend like this is the last month of the year. And like your goal is to reach your goal this month. Like whatever you've set, whatever goal you've set for yourself. Like, okay, I set a goal that I want to rank advance my business. I set a goal that I want to earn X amount of money this month. I set a goal that I want to help 5 people this month. I want to finish my program. I want to do that, whatever your goal is, and commit to it. And it's the 14th. We have half of the month left. And what we're going to do is we're going to push for this last 90 days group, and we're going to push together. So that means things that I'm going to be doing this week. And one thing that I don't think we've done as a team is share that like hearts post that's like, what would you like, if there's something I could help you with, what would it be? Like a red heart, lose 5 to 10 pounds. A blue heart, lose, Amanda.
Do like pumpkin themed and like orange hearts and pumpkins and ghosts and the fall leaf and all that shit. Like, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to say. Like, we can take this into like a last 90 days. Like, how do you want to finish this year? Like a pumpkin, like, well, not like a pumpkin. Actually finish this year. And, like a skull and like, like all those things, like,
Kelly's like, I need more coffee for this.
Yeah, so much energy today. Whether it's weight loss or whether it's I need help with nutrition or I need help with a routine, and we'll come up with something and we'll share it on the page and then we can share it. But that stuff, like, I post that on my fitness page. I post that in my stories. I post that on my personal page. And you will have probably at least 5 people respond. And sometimes it's more like 45 people. And then you just get your tracker out, and then you just start writing all those names down. And then it's a conversation. And then it's, oh my gosh, I understand your struggle. I have this awesome group that I'm setting up for the rest of the year. And by the way, awesome group that I'm setting up for the rest of the year is not a brand new group. It's rolling them into my Slay September boot camp. And then we're going to turn that into last 90 days. And then all those people in there are just going to do what I'm going to do. And that's what we're doing. Like, if you don't want to do last 90 days with us, bye. But you're in here already, so you might as well commit to it. And I had such a good response last year, and I feel like that is, if we're not going to do something like that and give people the chance to like finish the year strong, we know it. Like 30-day groups are great because it gets somebody in and it gets them motivated and it gets them jump started and they lose 5 to 10 pounds and they really start to understand a routine. But you can do so much in 90 days, in 3 months. Like, that's life-changing stuff for people if they commit to it. And, I never want to like make anyone feel like pressured to like look a certain way or be a certain way or, whatever. But like, I know that there are women out there, myself included, that are like, it's the holiday season and I'm going to be seeing all the family and I want to look my best. Like, I want to look real good in that dress that I'm going to wear on New Year's Eve. Like, people think about that stuff. And I never I don't want to prey on people's insecurities. That's what I was trying to say. Like, I don't want anyone to think like, we want to help you lose a bunch of weight so you can look good in your clothes. Like, that's absolutely not it at all. But I know that there are a lot of us women that think about that going into the holiday season. Like, I don't want to be hiding under sweaters at family functions. Like, I want to feel good and I want to feel confident and I want to learn balance with nutrition. And I want to be able to have the Christmas cookies and the pumpkin pie and not feel guilty or feel like I'm on a diet or feel like, trapped in this stupid nutrition plan that, my cousin Cuckoo Pants decided that we should do this stupid diet, like we're going to do balance and we're going to do it through the holidays. So for the next two full weeks and a couple days this month, last 90 days is my focus. And it's getting people into a group that technically will probably start on September 30th because that's a Monday. And I'm going to have my Slay September group roll over. And I'll change the cover photo to last 90 days on October 1st. I'm going to run a crock pot group, probably I might do it the week of the 23rd, since that's the first day of fall. Actually, no. Crocktober. So October, I'm going to do a crock pot group. Early in the month, like maybe that week of the 7th, and just give people some good fall recipes, and crock pot stuff. Instapot. Somebody posted in the Boss Babes group an Instapot, like template recipes, all that stuff. So that's, but I don't want you guys to focus on the free group because it's great to offer that and give that back. And we can all, compile our scripts and stuff together and plug all that into a group, or we can run a group together. So then we're not like having to do all these groups. We can just do like a team Crocktober group. Remember your people that are joining. We'll ask the questions at the beginning. How did you hear about this group? What person invited you here? So that way we know. And we'll just load that group full of content. And then we'll say, also, if you want more recipes, nutrition, meal plans, health and fitness stuff, this is our last 90 days group. We want you to get in this group with us because we're working through workouts together and we're going to finish this year strong. So anyway, this week, my plan is to start putting a lot more out there for last 90 days, talking about finishing the year strong, talking about, putting that hearts post out there, putting stuff in my stories about what do you struggle with more, fitness or nutrition, and giving them fitness or nutrition. And I was going back through my old posts, and I have to show you guys this because back in the day, I'm such an old coach. Back in the day, we used to just do terrible posts on social media. And like, this was a post that I did. And it was literally like, if I could help you with your goals, what would it be, fitness or nutrition? And this was my picture. Fitness or nutrition, like holding asparagus up to my mouth. And I'm like, this is horrible. Like, and I had like
I love it.
I love it. And my mom was like, good job. And I was like, that's it. Like, thanks, Mom. So we're not going to do that, but
I'm going to.
Yeah. I mean,
definitely. I might go Brussels sprouts instead of asparagus. I don't know, switch it up a little bit.
Like maybe not one of these, but maybe like one of these instead. Yeah. Oh Lord. So anyway, so last 90 days. So I also created a document last year for last 90 days where they can print out and use like along with the last 90 days stuff. So that's something that I'm going to give them also when they sign up. And I think I just created it on Canva. Let me look.
God, I need to learn how to use Canva better. That thing takes me so long. There's so many like good things on it.
Okay, I'm gonna share real quick because I'll share this with you guys. So I made this last year, and it's just a tracker that they can print out. And it went along with Rachel Hollis's last 90 days group. Success tips, goal tracker, commitment contract. and then you can print out, like it gives them 10 days for this. So then they can print this out if they want to use it every day. And I had a lot of people that like really loved this because it was a daily tracker. So there's that. That I'm going to give them whenever they sign up, and I can send it. I'll put it in the thing, so that way if you guys want to recreate it, you can. I think I have a Canva link, so you can just copy it and just like, make it your own if you want to. And then just having them get some kind of a personal development book too. So like if they haven't read Girl Wash Your Face, if they haven't read Girl Stop Apologizing, they can read one of those. I think the Slight Edge is really good for mindset and like, you know, daily habits and stuff like that and understanding. Or they can do 100 Days to Brave or something like that too. But there's a lot of different options for people. But anyway, so that is my direction for the end of the year. And I will say this, if you have a goal to rank advance your business, I will 100% suggest signing everyone up as a coach. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not telling you what to do and how to run your business, but that's what I did. When I wanted to hit diamond, I signed everybody up as a coach. And what's nice about signing people up as coaches is you're getting that initial bonus when you like that $50, you know, whatever, and you're getting the volume too. So you're getting double whenever you sign someone up as a coach that first time. And then of course they're getting the discount. And I just revamped the new coach email. And I took out some, I just took some stuff out of it and just kind of simplified it. And I was at the retreat this last weekend, and I was talking to one of the other girls, and I was like, what do you do for your new coaches? Like what works for you? Like what have you seen the most success with? And she said that her biggest thing was just getting in touch with them and getting them in a message pod. And she said, I send him a new coach email. And she said she follows Ashley Molstead, who was the #1 coach this last year. She follows her format. And what Ashley Molstead does is she sends them a new coach email and she says, text me as soon as you get this and let me know that you got this email. And then I'll let you know what your next steps are. And in the email, there's like, this is how you get started. This is the video to like set up your back office. And then directs everyone to the Beachbody Champions page and says, start working through those units. Print out this business activity tracker. You're going to use this every day. And we're just going to start sharing our journey on social media and connecting with people from our posts. And that's it. Like you're in our team page, get on the calls, show up, and message me when you have questions and we'll just talk back and forth. And like, that's it. She says, get to Emerald. She says, your next step is get to Diamond. You just have conversations with people every day and that's what you do. And like, we know that, we can ask every single top coach what their format is for training. And like, there's all kinds of different ones and it's overwhelming to try to figure out a system. But at the same time, I don't think there has to be a big fancy system. It's like, start this, do these things every day. Like technically your job description as a coach is to do the 4 vital behaviors every day. And that's it. So I feel like if we're showing up for ourselves, for our people, we're talking to people about what we do and we're using the products. And then of course, personal development. 4. There's 4 in there. 2 of them are tied together, not 5. But that's it. That's it. And I don't think we can, I don't think we need to overcomplicate it. I think we just keep it really simple. So, so this week I'm going to sit down tomorrow and I'm going to write out my plan of attack for this week. I think the hearts post is a great one to do tomorrow. Because Sunday, a lot of people are on social media. They're like, downtime. They're checking in. And then we're putting the idea in not only our own heads, because fourth quarter is, if we're pushing for some big team goals, they're going to happen in fourth quarter and we're going to do it together. but fourth quarter is a big deal, and you can finish this year. I mean, 1 month can change the trajectory of your business. 1 month can change the trajectory of someone's health and fitness. 1 month can have a huge impact on a lot of things. So we treat this month like, it's our first month or our last month or the last month of the year, and we're finishing this strong, and then we're going to carry that through the rest of the month or the rest of the year. So I'm going to continue to invite like this every month. Like, well, it's my last 90 days group. It's ongoing. Like, you didn't have to start on day 90, like now we're last 60 days, and now we're last 30 days, like either way, I want you in this group because you told me that you have such and such goal, and this is how I'm going to help you. And this is what we're going to do, and we're going to do it together. And at the very least, like, you've got 30 days to try it out. If you don't like it, then send your stuff back. So yeah, I think that's it. Questions?
All right. I was just wondering, for everyone, do they add to your group? Amanda, do you have like your own group of people as well, or do you just go through like the?
I just plug mine in. I just found it so much easier when we are all working. Like, for instance, the MM100 group. Like, it is so much easier for me because I work
right.
Like, I am busy too. Like, I know we all have our own schedules, but for me, it's easier if I'm able to partner up and, take certain days where I'm not having to do the work of a group all on my own. Like, that's a lot of work. Like, especially, I've only been coaching like a year and a half, but still, like, clearly I'm not where I want to be. But when I team up, it's a lot easier for me to be like, okay, well, I have this day and this day. And yes, I'm still going to check into the group on certain days, obviously, and still post, but at least I don't have to come up with the content.
Okay.
I can still like cheer others on, but I'm not required for the main content, 7 days a week, because that's a lot on anybody.
Yeah. It's kind of nice sharing all of it, and I really like that aspect of it. I like that we're all kind of like able to help each other out. I just didn't know if that's like a continuing thing, or if like, you end up
I would
going on your own at some point.
I don't know how everyone else feels. I would like to continue that. I know that my challengers have really, like, yes, they know me, but I had someone be like, dude, like, you are so inspiring, but it's really nice seeing that, like, there are other coaches that are completely different too. Like, they get to see so many more different types of struggles than just my struggle.
Right, and I just feel like as a team, it shows like if people are interested in coaching, it's better to have them. There's a team to back you up and like stuff like that. So I was just wondering what you guys do. So that's good.
I am usually like, Ashley, I'm tagging onto your groups.
Huh?
I'm waiting for Ashley to be like, one day, be like, no, do your own, you freaking lazy girl. But for now, I'm just like this little sucker fish that's like humpbacking like the whale. Like, she's never going to leave. I'm always going to be like.
I like a big community. I personally.
I do too. I need some people sometimes to tell me, like, Ashley, can you just like give up some of your duties? Like, can you just stop trying to do all the things? Can you let us help you? Because sometimes I'm like control freak, like, I have to post every day and I have to do, and like, it's really hard for me because I've always, like, since I became a coach, I did my first challenge group, and it was a 60-day group, and I did 21-day fix, and I was like day 20 into the group, and I was like, I need my own, like, I need to do my own thing. Like, the people that I was in the group with, I wasn't meshing with. Like, Deidre, my coach, wasn't checking in at all. Like, I was like, is she gonna like my posts or something? Like, I feel like she doesn't even care that I'm here. Like, so I was like, I'm just gonna do my own thing, and like, I know how I want to help my people, And if I can't get them in a group, like, then I need to like, I just needed to do my own thing. So that's where I like created, you know, I started creating my own groups, and I ran them like with coaches. I teamed up with Michaela, and like Michaela was like, I get it, but like I need to do my own thing, you know? So like, so there was that, but right now, like in this season of coaching, I love being able to do this together. Like, and I love being able to do it with other coaches, but I love like seeing everyone come together, and like I love sharing the duties, because I feel like we all bring so much to the table. We all have so many different stories and backgrounds, and like our own experiences with nutrition, and our own experiences with weight loss and muscle gain, and you know, body image stuff and struggles, and you know, that like that so many people can benefit from that. And I personally like doing it together. I have a problem like letting go of the reins and like not feeling like I need to post every single day, you know, because I feel like if I don't show up, my people aren't going to show up. But like the MM100 group, how we all have a different day that we post. I love that, because people get to hear from all of us. And like in the Slay September group, I probably could just say, hey, who else wants to post in there? Because I post every single morning. But the community, I think that's such a big deal. And I think it's so important for other people to see, you know, other strong women, whether they're on day 1 or day 101, like to see other people at different stages in their journey, and like for us to share that. So that way they know, like, it's not just Ashley, this coach who's been here for 5 years that like has been doing all the things, and like that's their, you know, I need to strive to be like her. Like, no. And that's hard for me to like tell people, like, listen, I'm not like this, you know, you don't need to be like me. Like, you don't need to be like fitness junkie, you know, whatever. Like, I still struggle too. Like, and that's really a challenge. I don't know where I was going with that, but like sharing the duties is important. I like sharing the duties. So, I mean, yeah, like last 90 days group, I think, you know, I've done polls and stuff in the group where I'm like, what do you struggle with most? What do you need help with? And everyone's like, all of it, like fitness, nutrition, all of it, like staying accountable. And I think that we just roll with that, you know, and like, if that group grows, great. It should. Like, I think it should. And if people don't like it, okay, like I'm still your coach. I'm still here to help you, and I'm going to help you with whatever you need. So another thing, there's the My Challenge Tracker app that I don't use. I mean, I use it every day. I posted it every day. I have people that check in every day. I have like 12 people that check in every day that have been with me for a month or, 5 years. And they check in and they post their workouts, and they show up. So that's another, like, if you're like, I want to have a spot for my own people, like that's another great option. I know Kelly and Sarah and them use the My Challenge Tracker app and love it and have a lot of success with it. I don't see a lot of people commenting on each other's posts. Nobody really posts like, I'm struggling with this, I need help with this. Like, I post in there every day. I ask people what they need help with. They never usually respond. So I'm like, I'm just going to keep showing up. I post the same thing in the Slay September group as I do in my Challenge Tracker app group. And if Amanda posts something on Tuesday, I take it from that post and I post it in that My Challenge Tracker app group. So sharing content is important. So that's an option. Like, if you're like, I really want to have another space. I like the community, but I want to have another space for people. Like, you can do a My Challenge Tracker app thing. And I give people the option when they sign up. I'm like, I have a Facebook group. I also have a private app. I can add you to it if you want to jump into it. Otherwise, the Facebook group is great. And they usually just tell me what they want to do. Or they'll say, yeah, add me to the app too, or whatever. So yeah. This week, we're going to do an Emerald push call on Wednesday for any new coaches, new-ish coaches that are pushing for Emerald. And then I'm just talking about coaching all month too.
Okay.
Coaches. We're kind of working through a coach recruiting thing this weekend. I posted about it in the team page, just inviting challengers to become a coach. If they want to get their Shakeology paid for. and kind of just going from there. So that's all I got. Naked baby. All right, y'all. Anybody have anything else? Anything you want to share from this last week? Victories, challenges, struggles, excitement, anything?
Filled out my freaking tracker all week. Every single box. Every day.
Every box. That's nice, lady. Good work.
There we go. That's my success. And I have follow-ups. I'm just too nervous to open the messages.
You're what?
I have follow-ups I need to do. I'm just too nervous to open the messages.
Oh my gosh.
You got it, girl.
You know what my thing is today? Be generous. Be willing to give money, help, or time to others. There you go. Go give your help and your time to others. And your
All
money.
right, ladies. Have a good weekend.
All right, gals. Thanks for getting on. I'll post a recording here in a little bit. Bye.
I'll be right in, okay?